Welcome to another episode of the Mic Drop, starring Omer Hassan, Shawn, Booker, drumroll, Mike Robacker.
My name came first. Thank you.
First the worst.
The second's the one with the hairy chest. Third's the one.
That's the third one. Second's the best. Bitch.
I think all of it.
That's why you're always last.
Put it away.
I'm brown, dude. I got hair
What
everywhere.
Now, what's up, brother?
We got a fan base today. Hi guys, how you doing? There's no fans here.
Hey guys, thanks for coming.
I have my
Got it
friends
right?
watching this. Our friends here. If you want to join the podcast, we are
Jared,
looking.
I know I got a blanket again. It's pretty cold down here. Right?
Yeah.
we're a little
Everyone's
chilly in the
mentioning
basement.
that at work. Why does Omar bring his own blanket? And then I tell him it's his magic rug. That's how he got here.
Prince Ali.
That's fucked.
I mean, it's a little racist, but
He laughed the hardest at it.
he takes it like a man.
He
So I'm
does.
saying,
He does.
you guys wops.
He can fire all you over there, but he doesn't.
You guys are assholes. Jesus.
Follow
Pull you guys up.
our Instagram page at the Mic Drop Podcast. I'm selling these koozies.
Koozie.
It says the Mic Drop, then the subscribe button, and Spotify and podcast logo. Hit me up at the Mic Drop Podcast on Instagram. We're selling those for $5.
A couple of days ago, Patrick was like, "Oh, you might be like Prince Abubu. You know, you might be loaded. You're just playing the,
He's in disguise.
middle class part." I'm like, "You're." If you saw the movie,
Kobe.
What
Oh,
was that?
R.I.P.
I was like, if you saw the movie, you know that Prince Abubu, Prince Ali, whatever, he was.
That's gay. Come on. Cut that off, though. Hey, where'd Mike go? Now he has to.
I might leave that now.
All right, Mike, welcome back. Hey, thank you. Whoa, welcome Mike to the Mic Drop. Woo!
Cowboy inspired, the Mic Drop hoodie, logo on the back.
Dude, you been working out?
That hoodie's actually pretty.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Actually, I think he shrunk a little on keto.
Well, you did. You know, when he walked up the stairs, honestly, when you walked up the stairs, though,
His
came
body-
out, you looked a little thinner.
Yeah, his body responds pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I've been learning how to do a lot of editing stuff now,
Yeah.
and I actually really enjoy it too. I feel like
It's your new passion, bro.
it is.
Hey, you might have a future in Hollywood. You never know.
Fuck Hollywood. It's the Mic Drop
So
Podcast.
mic drop all the way.
Hollywood, if you want to sponsor this video.
But fuck you.
Hollywood's where everyone goes to wash up.
So you
Speaking
know
of which,
what?
the Oscars are on tonight, I believe. Hold on, let me make a phone call to clarify
Mike,
that
if
for
you had
guys.
to suck off
Call Mom.
Harvey
Come
Weinstein.
on.
Calling mom.
Hey, Ma. Ma.
Mike, if you had to suck off Harvey Weinstein.
Listen, I don't want to do as much editing.
I'm just saying. If you had to do that for
Hello?
$1 million.
Yeah, you're on the Mic Drop Podcast. We have a phone in a question for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Is tonight the Oscars?
Yes? No?
Okay,
Or maybe.
thank you. All right, she said yes.
You won $1 million? Woo!
All right, thanks, Mom.
So,
We're leaving that in.
speaking of Hollywood, California, you know how extremely hard it is in that state to get a pistol permit license?
It's stupid, dude. It's
If you're a male, no,
No.
not a chance in the world. If you're a female, you stand a chance.
Why is
that's
this?
gender discrimination.
Just so the audience
2020.
knows, did you just research this here?
Oh, you probably did.
Research it from here, talk around, whatever. Just
You
people,
were just in
people,
Hollywood,
people who
but
know the
you
laws.
had an acting gig recently,
Well,
right?
yeah, totally.
Yeah, so
I was actually your friend.
Oh, you're
sure
supposed to be Iron Man.
No. He's starring in the new Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus.
yeah, for real, yeah.
He's Obi.
Add that to the spank bank. Just kidding.
But no, when I was in California over the summertime, the people we were visiting, it was was brought up in conversation about getting a pistol permit license, and the guy that was there, he was like, "Yeah," he goes, "I talked to somebody down there at the pistol permit office," and he goes, "There's not a chance in hell I would get it."
Dude,
He goes, "But he goes, if my wife did it though, she'd have a probably good chance."
that's nuts.
Because it's the gun laws there. I mean, they're very, you know what I mean? Even though,
I'm all for gun laws. Just don't make it hard for no reason. You know, like
There's
make
gotta
it
be
reasonable.
extensive background
Yeah.
checks.
Background checks,
Yeah.
psyche evals, everything. You can't discriminate based on your gender. Okay, men are more aggressive, but that's not fair. It's 2020.
Unless you're
what if I'm
unless you're
transitioning?
a vegan.
Yeah, whatever.
I gotta cut that out. I don't need the vegan community after me.
But no, California and we're in New York State, obviously.
It's the second most regulated state.
No,
so, yeah.
I'm not even talking about the state. New York State actually has one of the most, again, from what I've been told, easy, free-flowing laws.
Really?
Yes.
Most what?
For cars, they have the second.
Car sucks, yeah.
Yeah, for
But
California's
to
top.
get a pistol permit or license, whatever, it's actually not that bad. To the state of New York, you go to the city, New York City.
Mm-hmm. Impossible.
You know how hard it is to get a concealed carry in New York City? There's like 3 group of people who have them. One person is Robert De Niro. He has his concealed carry.
Nice.
If you're not like a police officer in New York State, you're probably not, or New York City.
If you're
probably not getting one either.
If you get your concealed carry from here, does that apply to New York City?
Nope.
Oh my god!
Isn't that fucked up?
That's how the
That's
New York State
nuts.
inspections are.
Nope.
Apparently, they got a whole different setup in New York City, according to Dennis. They actually do smog testing.
They do stick it up the tailpipe, but
Yeah.
But if you have a valid sticker from New York State,
Oh, yeah,
it's
New York
still valid.
City, yeah.
But if you're actually
move or something.
getting it inspected there, then yeah. they'll
Yeah,
go
I
for
think
it.
it's New York City and Yonkers and stuff that where you
So-
actually.
In New York City, if you want to get your concealed carry, pistol permit, license, whatever, you can get one to take to your house, to keep at your house, or take to the gun range to practice. Or if you own a business, to keep at the business, and or take to the gun range for practice.
You have to keep it.
But there's how many, like 3 million people there in New York City, or something like that. I don't really know the exact numbers. There's only like 11 gun ranges, or something like that. 7, and
In
I've been
all
told
of New York City.
all New York
Property
City,
is expensive
and I've
there,
been
so-
told they're all always packed. So the chance of you going out to practice to use it anyway is slim to none. So down there in New York State, to get a concealed carry, it is hard as hell.
All right, so
Unless you're rich, you're Robert De Niro, and you got whatever.
I know,
but-
like AR-15s in New York State, general, any assault rifle style gun
yeah.
is illegal.
First of all, it's not an assault rifle.
AR
but
stands
they
for
call
assault
it
rifle.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just-
No, AR stands for Armalite. That's the manufacturer.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a
He's
misconception.
like, wait a minute.
Hold
That's
on!
anti-gun people.
Leave it in the comments. Is it
Yeah.
assault rifle or whatever the fuck he said?
I mean, it's not assault
you know
rifle, but
what AKs are, not ARs.
AKs is already doing that here.
douchebag. But yeah, it's not an assault rifle. Full-on assault rifle would be like an M16 or an M4, stuff like that.
Well, for an example, though, with the AR-15, you can actually have the gun and make it New York State compliant
Yeah, but there's so many stupid.
without having evil features, and I can name these evil features because I want one.
One thing I do want to bring up before I forget.
They're pretty cool. We shot them.
Is what
We
I
should
learned.
actually take our camera to the range.
The GoPros.
Yeah.
Oh, that one, too. Muzzle
So
flash.
if you get your pistol permit license, you rather you get restricted for hunting and target, or you get unrestricted concealed carry. You are only allowed to have a 10-round magazine with that gun, and you can.
I mean, how does that make any difference?
You can't have a 15-round whatever.
Well, that's
You can
gonna.
only do a 10-round.
That brings up the AR-15.
There's
That's
more to
one
this though. There's more to this.
Okay. Take it.
I don't know if this is still how true it is. I know at least it was. You're only allowed to carry 7 bullets in that
Sorry, that
Out
of the 10.
magazine.
out of the 10.
Six.
So
six
apparently
in the mag, one in the chamber?
technically that is the law, but they don't prosecute for that no more. 'Cause it's kind of stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean? What if you're loading up 7 and you miscount and you got 8 in there? Then you're gonna go to jail forever because you put in 1 extra by mistake? No, but that doesn't count. Keep 1 in the chamber. What some people may or may not like, thinking how safety it is. You know what I mean? Because you got 1 in the chamber, you can go off anytime. You pull that trigger.
I mean, you got the lock, but yeah.
Yeah, but that depends how well you are with safety things. But you can carry as many loaded 10-round magazines on you everywhere you go. So if you got
16 magazines.
if you got 10 in the cartridge, 1 in the chamber, so you got 11 ready to go, and you can carry a backpack full of loaded 10-round
Oh my
magazines.
God.
You're fine, but you can't have an 11-round magazine in your gun, 12, 13. But you can carry a shitload of them in your pockets, so that's fine. So you just keep it loaded and going.
Dude.
But what the thing is, too, with that, what's kind of weird, some people think that larger magazines are more dangerous. Which, if
not
you think
true.
about it, okay, it kind of seems to be that way, but
If you think of it from a pencil pushing
every
point
shooting
of view,
thing, though,
then
that's
yeah.
happened, like Columbine school shootings, whatever, nobody has ever really ever emptied their full magazine.
Not true.
They shoot off a couple rounds and they just reload again because they're not counting. Would you count?
I mean, you would wait till it clicks. I don't think that's true. Yeah, I go with Mike.
Yeah, I feel like what was the big one? Like the first original shooting.
The school shooting.
I think it was the Vegas shooting.
No, there was
about the school shooting. It's Columbine or something.
Columbine.
But that's the one guy I talked to used that as an example. He goes, those kids that did that, they had all these high capacity magazines. I think one was empty.
How hard is it?
A lot of them are getting jammed, though. That's the thing. They get jammed and they unload them.
Right.
Yeah, that's another thing.
How hard is it to get a large capacity magazine, even if you're not licensed for it? Like, for example, you're licensed to carry a firearm, but you don't have a license to carry a large capacity magazine. How hard is it to go out and buy one?
Just buy one online if someone has one of those sites.
So, how are the laws helping us?
They're not. In that case, if you get caught with an on you and you got this big old capacity magazine, you'll be like, wait a minute.
See, that's the problem with this. You're going to restrict gun laws, but these shootings, they're not. There's no point of restricting the gun laws. They're going to go and do it either way.
If you have your concealed carry, you can't. Even though you're legally allowed to carry that anywhere, you cannot take it on school grounds. You cannot take it on a post office. You can't take it on post office grounds.
Federal building, whatever. Yeah.
This is a different subject. And I don't want to go this way. We'll save it for a different episode. But why are they doing these gun laws if there's to prevent mass shootings? Why else?
Or any sort of violence.
I think the government wants to come and eventually one day try to take your guns away, and then
it's gonna be
when they want war on you and you disobey, they'll shoot you down no problem. They know you got no guns.
That's the title of the thumbnail. Government taking your guns.
That's like right out of an NRA commercial, but
you know what I mean? Seriously,
they
take your guns away, and they know you legally don't have any guns there.
And Adolf Hitler, they took all the guns away from people and then shot them.
Yeah.
Well, we're here to make you safe or protect you. Yeah, sure. Give us your guns. You don't need them. And then they use it against you.
Yeah, that's
fucked
pretty
up
dumb.
situation.
Like, I'm all for gun laws. You want to evaluate the person on their psych.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Absolutely.
Background checks and stuff, and some stuff there is pretty dumb. Like, on a federal level, if their computers are down, if it takes more than 3 days to get your background check, you're automatically approved. Did you know that?
No.
So, if your background check takes more than 3 days and their computers are down or whatever, you're automatically approved. You can walk out with a gun. If you're on the no-fly list, you can walk out with a gun. So, in those cases, I agree we need more restriction. But for legal, law-abiding citizens, making it more hard or making it stupid laws like not carrying a larger capacity magazine for someone who's already passed all those tests, that's pretty dumb.
So why do you think Cuomo is making these laws in New York State? Like, what is the reason behind it? To prevent us from having guns, like he said, or to prevent catastrophe?
I think it's both, but they want you to think to prevent mass shootings.
But it doesn't matter. That's my point on this whole thing is anyone can go get a gun.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You can buy it on the black market.
Whether you're legally allowed to have one or not, absolutely.
So
that's the issue.
What's limiting those people? Nothing. So why don't we have someone who, yes, I agree with Omer, should be more of a thorough check. From mental health to physical health, whatever. To have I'm not saying everyone in the world needs one. Right. Some people don't want one. But you have a better chance of not having catastrophe by one person who gets a gun out the black market, shooting up, we'll say, the mall, and one person actually has a pistol on there who's been trained on it to shoot that guy down before anyone else does.
That, yes, like the guy in Texas a couple months ago in the church. The guy came in with a shotgun, killed 2 people right off the bat. They both had guns, apparently, but obviously you can't react so fast. Another guy had his gun, and he shot him and killed the shooter.
We'll play the clip
but apparently stopped a mass shooting in a church.
Right.
But rather that guy who did the shooting, who killed the other guys, bad guy, whether he legally owned that gun or not, it doesn't matter whether you can get that gun or not legally, how many background checks or whatever stuff you do, but the fact that the other people there had guns to stop it.
Right.
Whether that guy was legally had that gun or not, there are other people there to stop that mass shooting from happening.
The worst part about that is The people are just fucking recording it. Like, you're just standing and recording. Like,
No,
What
there's
can they
recording in
do?
the church. There's just normal camera in the church.
Oh,
There. That just happened to
surveillance
catch him.
but there are shootings that people are actually just standing.
What are they gonna do? They don't have nothing.
Fucking
on.
run!
Yeah.
So they're stupid. But what did Omar say? Was it run to a gun, run towards a gun, but run away from a knife fight?
That's what. If you go through like personal safety, whatever seminars and stuff, that's what they teach you. They go
Run from a knife.
run from a knife,
into a
but
gun.
charge towards a gun because a gun can hit you in the back, a knife cannot. So if you run away from a knife, he's gonna have to chase you. But a gun, he's just gonna take aim and shoot.
Yeah, but
So you
they
wanna
can
charge
shoot
a
you in
gun.
the chest too.
Yeah, but you have more of a chance holding his hand and pointing it away than running away from him.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you're
they
talking-
evaluate it.
All right, so
based
you
on-
never clarified that before.
Yeah, that's
You
what.
didn't
That's
say
what.
standing in front of him. I thought you were talking about from here to over there.
No, that's what they mean. Like,
see,
obviously, if you run towards a gun
That
that's
makes
100 meters away from you, that makes no sense.
Yeah,
you
I would
you
run
try to
behind a
take
solid
cover.
Structure.
Yeah.
Back to that Texas thing, though. Apparently, Texas, is known for everyone has a gun, whatever, protection, whatever, whatever. Blah, blah. Crime rates are lower because everyone has a gun.
It's probably safer, yeah. I mean,
I was told though, it wasn't up until just recently, X amount of months ago, year, whatever, guns weren't allowed in church, and they just changed that over the summertime, maybe some of that, and then that happened.
Oh, well, guns are allowed in church. I might as well go shoot one up then.
Well, yeah, too. Well, maybe that guy had a death quest. Who knows? Maybe he wanted. Who knows? But apparently, there was like a good about 8 people there with their guns drawn after they took that guy down, going up to the guy to make sure he was dead. Like they show videos, everyone showing their guns are drawn, aiming at the.
I mean, I like
aiming at the bad
Texas,
guy.
man.
He, I think that was more of a specific target on that scene.
Maybe.
Because he knew there was 2 people standing next to each other, so I think there was something.
Yeah.
But I don't know the details because I don't know. But back to New York State. So yeah, I think both our opinions are right about why they're limiting, but I think Cuomo's just an asshole.
He made my tints of Leo in my car. That son of a bitch.
Yeah, but cops. Don't have
I don't think of him as a bad person. I don't think of him as. I mean, he's a politician.
I think
Everybody's
there's a lot
about
of
money.
things I disagree with him, and I'm not saying I'm Democratic or Republican.
I don't have any opinions on that. I don't really know the guy, but I mean, some things are pretty stupid. Like car inspections. We do deal with that every day.
They're losing, car inspections, the gun laws, gambling even, to a sense. You can't do sport betting. Why? We can go to a casino still and bet.
Yeah.
Because, you're not making any money off of it because it's online now? It's all
I
bullshit.
don't know. Yeah. It's
all
all
about-
about the money. It's
Yeah,
all
it's
about
all about the money.
Oh, everything comes to money.
corporations. Yep.
Pay this fee, pay that fee,
But
do this.
honestly,
service fee,
if
service
they
fee.
regulate it, they're going to tax it.
Yeah.
If we win online sport betting and our IP address says New York State, you got to claim
That's why
taxes.
you
on it.
want to go with politicians that are not about corporations, that are about the regular tax-paying American.
And this is why I'm running for New York State governor.
So, I'm not into politics.
Endorsed by the mic drop.
I'm not in the news. The wife watches news and stuff, but when I look at all the politicians, every single one of them is bought out by companies, corporations, paying their donations, whatever. But the only one that stands out is Bernie Sanders, who does not take donations from corporations. He only takes from people, and he talks about the people. I want to provide health care.
But-
I'm not going to take donations from millions of dollars from corporations.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's talking to the regular person, taxpayer.
I don't want to get into politics.
I'm not. I'm not even a voter. I'm just saying.
What the funny thing is, though, let's get back to that topic, though. There's so many hard restrictions to be able to concealed carry, whatever. So many background checks. You have to have full references that are willing to give you a good reference. Basically, having your pistol permit card is saying that you're mentally stable.
Right.
And you got at least 4 people
Did you go through
that will trust you.
Did you go through a shrink evaluation to get that?
No one has to do
See,
like that. But
some people might say I might advocate towards making it harder. I would rather they do a psych eval before giving it out,
yeah,
but then make it easier on the process. Once you pass the psych eval, you should be able to get a concealed carry.
I mean, what do they
You know what
consider
I mean?
a background check? I mean, every job does.
probably just make sure you're not a
background
felony,
check is
you know what I mean?
nothing.
You haven't been in a mental institute for anything.
What
you
if
know
you
what I mean?
were planning terrorism, but you never actually did it, and you did it and you never got caught, and you're still off the background check blacklist, so you're still good.
Another stupid thing is anyone. I don't know about you, because you're from Dubai. Are you a U.S. citizen?
No,
exactly. So being here, you going from a gun dealer to go get a gun. I can walk in. I want that shotgun. I want that rifle.
I can buy it too.
This much. Let me do a quick background check. Come back in 45 seconds. Yeah, you're all clear.
Now,
here you go.
Legally,
you walk out the door with it, with your bullets and everything.
Legally, being a resident, I can do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's not right. It should be harder in that aspect. But for people applying who are like psychologically stable people like him who are applying,
so he says,
someone who's got a good credit history, someone who's got a good record, no violent aggressions or anything. No, if he's applying for concealed carry, once he goes to a shrink, they make it harder in the first phase, but not stretch it out over years. He has a good references and everything. They should just give it out to him instead of making it harder for him.
They want to see, though, why a personal reason, like a legit personal reason why.
No reason. It's the Constitution. What do you mean?
Freedom isn't free, though, bud.
Yeah, that's what I don't agree with.
It's like you have to be like, and you can't use work as a personal reason. Like, I work for this company and I have a lot of cash and blah, blah, blah. I like to conceal carry, so I don't get robbed. Whatever.
I work downtown where there's a lot of crime,
You work, though. Not a personal reason. So if you take care of a family member, an elderly family member, you know what I mean? Say you're taking care of your grandmother, whatever, who obviously who's in a wheelchair or can't walk that well, you know what I mean? So if danger comes around, you can't easily flee and get out. You're not going to turn around in her wheelchair and go, grandma, go. You know what I mean? Go faster, spin.
Hit the NOS button.
That's when it's like a personal reason. Like, I take care of my grandmother, or my father's really sick, my mother's really sick, my brother's really sick. He can't, we can't easily flee in an area of danger where our lives would be in effect. Asking for my concealed carry permit to defend me and my brother, me and my grandmother, and my father, whatever.
Right.
Because we can't easily defend. They're like,
See, again, that looks like
that's a personal reason.
More of a law that came up in an office on a table somewhere, pencil pushers, they don't actually know what the situation is like.
Yeah.
Like, what if the other guy has a gun? Are you going to flee? Even if you didn't have your grandmother, you're going to flee? You can't run away. That's the first thing. You can't run away from guns.
You can't use legally, I guess. You might not be able to actually use. I guess if your life's in danger, that's one thing. But if you're trying to defend your property, vehicles, or money, you're not supposed to use.
I don't advocate using it. Everything is insured. Nothing is worth a life.
Yeah.
If someone's starving and he wants to rob you just so he can feed his family, and he's doing that at gunpoint, and it's only about the money. You don't fear for your life. If he's taking your car away,
there's a gun
let him get away
for my life. You know what
I mean? What if it's not loaded?
Wait,
what if it's a prop? He's only asking for your wallet.
If he's got a baseball bat, I'm gonna fear for my life. You know what I mean?
What if he's asking for your wallet and he's not hurting anyone? You can see it in their eyes usually if he's aggressive or not. You just hand him your wallet, dude. I understand. It's all right. You're good.
There are countries though that are restricted from having guns. Besides,
where I'm from in Dubai, you can't have.
No, that's where I heard.
You can't. You can go to jail for 6 months for having a knife on you.
Japan.
Yeah, you can't have no weapons, but it's super safe too because of being that severely regulated. Mm-hmm. Women can walk out at 3 a.m. and anywhere, take a cab anywhere. It's safe. Occasionally things do happen, but. I've heard about Dubai doesn't do a lot of death penalties, but Saudi Arabia does. Not that I'm an advocate for that, but there's a super low crime rate because of the strictness of the rules. They actually will hang you in the middle of the square if you do something like kill someone or rape someone. They'll hang you off a crane in the middle of the traffic light. So everybody's afraid to do something like that because there are consequences.
Yeah.
Not that I'm an advocate for it.
Not just lock you in jail and feed you.
Yeah, not that I'm an advocate for it, but at the same time, you got to have consequences.
Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely. But, it's just... There's just so many laws that it's so confusing, too, to understand them all, to make any sense, you know what I mean? Like the Penal Code 400, whatever it is for the gun law, it's just...
Right, yeah.
Even if you read it, you're like, what?
We're not experts on that, but we're just, talking. But a lot of things can be changed if you go down to actually the action platform, like even in, for example, you work for a company and corporate makes a decision to do something differently that's affecting you on the daily. But if you actually go down to your job level and you think about it, this is not practical, and then you go up your manager and he takes it up to their manager and he goes like, this is not working, and then they change that because they don't know how it's on the floor. You know, they can make decisions in the planning room, whatever, and that thing cannot be practical. You got to think about how it's going to affect the regular Joe.
Oh well, you know, there's just so much. So especially when you're in danger. If you're actually in danger, it's hard to think straight. You just kind of react. Rather it's fleeing and running away, rather you're armed or not, or it's going after that person that's in danger if you have all, legitimate reason to. I was also told, say we're in this basement, okay? We know there's no way out other than those stairs.
No, that's not true. You know that, but I don't know that.
You got a tunnel?
Don't worry.
You secret door somewhere? In the basement. It ain't going nowhere.
I think I smuggled more Omer.
Theoretically, okay, on a grand jury, if you were up against charge against murder of somebody and they knew you were in a basement, there's no other way out on the stairs out. Somebody came in this basement, threatened us, weapon or not. If I figured our life's in danger, if one of us had a gun,
I shoot
him. Blow him away. Yeah. But, say we were upstairs in your living room. There's a front door there and there's the back door. Somebody came in.
And there's a window.
Either way, you're supposed to, they're not say in your house, but say in your restaurant, whatever, there's a couple doors. The doors are open. You can see them. You can see those outside. The doors are unlocked. The doors are open. A nice day.
They shoot first. Can I shoot next?
Somebody comes in, and your life's in danger. They expect you to flee first, not go after that person.
So that's what I heard. Even in your house, if that person that walks in on you or breaks into your house and is carrying a weapon, if he sees that you have a weapon and he's running away from you, if you shoot him in the back, they can charge you with murder.
In the back. If he's running away, you let him go.
They can charge you with murder. He's in your house with a weapon.
Yep.
That's nuts.
So a thing is to with that though. If you're downstairs again, if you're in the kitchen, there's a door there, and someone comes in your front door, you got a way out. You're supposed to take that way out. Now, if you're upstairs, so your family's up there, your kids are sleeping up there. Someone comes in downstairs. Obviously, usually there's only one way up and down upstairs is the stairs. Not going to jump out the window and go down 2 stories. Someone, so you got to go up against them. You kind of warn them, hey, get the hell out of my house, whatever, blah, blah, this and that. There's no other way to go. You got kids up here. Obviously,
I would not.
If they turn around and walk away.
Consequences would come later, but if I had kids sleeping in the bedroom and I have an intruder, I had a weapon.
Yeah.
I would not care about the laws. I would shoot him. He's in my house. I don't care what his intention is.
But I'm saying, though, you got no other way out.
Right.
And he's coming up at you a little bit or whatever, or facing towards you, whatever, and you feel your life in danger, your family's in danger, you have every right to blow him away. Him or her away, whatever. You know what I mean? But let's say even if, you're upstairs and you got kids downstairs. Your kids are downstairs sleeping in their bedroom, so their bedroom's downstairs for whatever reason. And you hear somebody break in or whatever. Obviously, there's ways out down there, whatever, ways out upstairs, you know what I mean? But you got kids and family down there. You're thinking about them first.
Right.
You can go down there and blow that fucker away. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your kids are down there. You know what I mean? You want to
Makes sense. That's fair.
It's different things, different circumstances. Oh, well, the jury thinks, you could have ran out that way.
It's all up to the jury.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But you have to think of it from, being in that moment of that time, what you're actually thinking, what you're actually going to do. Hey, my kids were down there. I went down there to make sure they were okay and safe. You know what I mean? There's somebody in my house.
Lights, camera.
Camera took a piss.
So after that commercial break, hope you guys appreciate it. The Mike Trap merch. Make sure you get it. Link in bio. So back to our conversation. I don't know. Is there anything we want to wrap up on about it? Do you? Well,
a lot of it is gun safety. A lot of people don't understand how accidentally a gun can go off. And
definitely, yeah.
Every time you should pull a gun, you keep your finger off that trigger until you're
Safety
actually
on.
ready to use it. Whether you're target practicing or you're actually in danger. You keep
Safety on, trigger off. Yep.
a lot of time, people too, though, say you carry your gun on you. So you carry your gun behind you, whatever, and you go to use it, and you bring your arm out. You gotta back swing it out. If you're actually aiming at somebody to defend yourself or whatever, and you're going that fast, chances are when you bring your gun out from behind you and you're going to shoot right away, you're probably pulling that trigger when your gun's halfway out. Because you're just automatically thinking you just want to go shoot, your life's in danger or whatever, someone's coming at it, whatever. And you just want to go out, pop, pop, pop right away, and you're probably right about here, you're already pulling that trigger, so bullets are flying everywhere.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You got to remember who's your surroundings around you, whatever, you know what I mean? But
If you choose to carry, definitely train.
I think that's
for
part
sure.
of the
Training's huge.
I think if you do get, like, if you qualify for a pistol permit, I think after you get approved, you should be mandated to take a proper course of how to
use the gun. How do you use and shoot a gun?
That's not a thing, is it?
I'm sure there are things out there, yeah.
There are things, but I don't
Does
think
someone actually show you how to actually hold
But it's not
certain ways to hold the gun? Right, okay.
So I'm saying it should be mandated for the process.
Right.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Yeah.
But again, though, no matter
They
how
should
much
have,
training
like-
you get, though, when you're in that situation where your gun's rushing,
Nothing's
you're not thinking about
But it's
that.
still going to be better than no
But
training at
practice does help, because, like I said, keep your finger on that side of that gun at all times
Yeah.
to ready to use it. Once it's like a routine. Once you know
all. And then what if you got trained 10 years ago?
Yeah,
You're not going to remember that.
Yeah,
It should have a mandate
it's
like
kinda-
every 6 months or whatever.
Well, it's
I
kinda
totally
like a
agree
driver's
with that.
every 2
license.
years.
That's a
something.
good idea, yeah.
That's why I'm running for New York State governor.
Governor, Governor Mike. Governor
President
Earl
for
Bacher.
2032. That's when I can legally.
I'd vote.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm going
we got his votes. That's what you show me.
Every subscriber, all 37.
I can actually apply for citizenship now because I've been here long enough, so.
Can you even sing our national anthem?
Can you?
Then you ain't gonna be a citizen, dude.
Can you?
Maybe.
But
I can do the Canadian
No,
one,
they-
the hockey game.
they do actually have us take civics test, so you got to know whatever
Canada.
presidents came in the back. So,
Oh man.
well, let's see. I might do that.
Uh,
It'll lower
Citizenship?
it'll lower my taxes maybe a little bit.
Maybe that's all I heard about was taxes.
gotta save money.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
All right. So yeah, no, I think they should make you take a mandated course.
If you want your pistol mitt, train on it. Go to the gun range, train on it.
Yeah. So
Ask an instructor how to use it. It's all about memory, muscle memorization. You know what I mean? It's,
Right? Yeah.
And even if you're not mandated as of right now, go to a shrink. See if you're suitable for someone to be carrying a
yeah, Mom, I'm
firearm.
gonna get my doctor's approval note.
Yeah, I mean, there's no harm. You want to be safe.
My mom said I can't have one because I'm high at it.
Yeah, you definitely are when you drive.
I drive.
When you drive, yeah.
I'm not driving a pistol up.
You
So
definitely can be. But they have ones, like I said, I mean, the hunting and target one, you keep in your trunk locked up.
I want
Take to the gun range. You
I'm
can't
not-
carry it on you in the car at all
Right.
times. Let you
Yeah.
go up and
I'm
conceal.
not gonna go shoot up any school or anything.
No,
I mean, it's-
no.
I like shooting. I like when we go to the range.
We haven't been there in a while. We should go.
I want, speaking of like mandated course, I want to take like a course where you can like break down doors or something and like shoot those dummies.
It's supposed to be a SWAT.
Something like a SWAT course. That would be
I mean,
like really
I
fun.
enjoyed it too. It was the first time I did it. It was a fun experience. And,
I want to find a course though like that. Like I want to just climb up, shoot, climb up, down.
That shows what we're doing, guys.
I think the adrenaline would be.
I mean,
Yeah, no, for sure.
talking about like someone who shoots up a school or something, or kills anyone who's innocent, that has to be a psychopath. That's not a normal
That's
person.
not normal behavior.
That's not normal human behavior.
I,
like even killing
I have
an
a
animal.
theory on this.
Yeah.
Like who kills an animal who's like,
Eventually, we'll get to the
Unless
sub.
it's a bear attacking you, a wolf or
I,
something.
I hate people who like. I don't hate people, but I'm just saying I hate the sport
Like
in
Jaguar, I can
itself.
never finish
I
my
don't
statement.
agree with it. I'm not going to use the word hate. It's a strong word, but I dislike the sport fishing because it hurts animals.
Yeah.
You're putting hooks through their mouths for sport.
Even if you let them back in,
Yeah,
then hook them.
you're letting them live, which is better than killing them.
Yeah.
But if you kill them for food, that's fine. You know, you're eating them. You're making
Just for a
use of
trophy,
them.
though.
But just for a trophy,
yeah.
dude.
I hear you.
Yeah, you're ruining the environment with all your gas fumes and everything from the boat. Plus, you're hurting the animals. That's just
Yeah.
not fair.
I don't know. I'm not big on hunting. But back to my point about when you brought up shooting schools, there are some psychopathics. get on the subject in the future, I've always wanted to talk about it. Was I honestly think that kids do it because I think there's two sides of it: parenting, and not showing attention to your children, and then going off to how schools are taught now. Everyone's got to be the same way according to the school system,
Right. Which we're not.
but everyone's unique in their way, and it's not these courses that they still teach for 100 years now are not benefiting this kid, and he's depressed inside because he doesn't fit in because he
Frustrated, yeah.
frustrated, and he can't comprehend what's going on. So that's another subject about school reform.
Yeah, maybe next topic, school reform.
But I don't know. On that note,
Y'all done here now?
yeah, got anything
Time
else
for pizza.
So make sure you buy some merch. Any gun rangers that want to sponsor us, or AR-15s that are New York State compliant. My mom said I can't buy one. She never said about giving one for free.
Hey, Shawn can hold on to it.
See, he offered that once.
Yeah.
All right. He said I keep it in there so my mom doesn't know. But it's
Dude,
registered
your
my
shotgun-
name, and you go shoot someone up with my gun.
It was Mike. It was Mike.
Mike's gone.
No, you should actually have like a contract saying that you store it at his place and stuff. Your shotgun, what brand is it?
What shotgun?
Stevenson.
He doesn't have a shotgun.
He does. I shot it. Dude, that thing kicks like a mule. That's a nice gun.
Am I cutting all that?
No, it's fine.
All right.
All right, guys.
Take it easy. Make sure you subscribe. Peace.